The first hole is a downhill 431-yard par 4. The fairway is big, but you must avoid a fairway bunker on the left, leaving you with a short iron into the green. Avoid going along in order to prevent a difficult chip back onto the green. This 637-yard par 5 will play as a 3-shot hole for most players. The first 2 shots must be in the fairway to reach the green in regulation. The green is crowned, so correct distance on the 3rd shot is important. This downhill 363-yard par 4 requires a layup with a long iron on fairway wood. The second shot will play short to a shallow green which is guarded on the right by the Roaring Fork River. At 540 yards downhill, the 4th is a very reachable par 5, but beware of the Roaring Fork River which protects the entire right side of the hole. A very accurate second shot is required if you choose to go for it in 2. A shot left of the green should bounce right, leaving you with an eagle opportunity. This 448-yard par 4 presents one of the most demanding tee shots on the course, with a link running all the way up the left side. The green is one of the smallest on the course, so any approach in regulation will leave a reasonable birdie opportunity. The 181-yard par 3 6th is protected by a lake on the left, but the green is one of the largest on the course, so control your distance to avoid a 3-putt. This 354-yard par 4 requires a tee shot that leaves you 110 yards or more to avoid the lake at the end of the fairway. The green is small and shallow, so you must be accurate with your approach to stay on the putting surface. This 478-yard par 4 requires 2 well-struck shots to reach the green in regulation. Take a little extra club on the second shot to avoid the large bunker that fronts the green. Par is a good score here. This 174-yard par 3 9th may not be long, but demands distance control and accuracy. The green is fronted by a lake and a creek to the left. The putting surface has 3 levels, so distance is important.
This short 341-yard par 4 leads you to beautiful Mount Sopris views. A solid tee shot will leave a short approach to an elevated green. The 193-yard par 3 11th hole may be short, but don't be fooled. The green is 35 yards deep, but only 25 feet wide. If you are on in regulation, your work is not done yet. This downhill 374-yard par 4 plays very short off of the tee. Avoid the lake and you will be left with a short iron approach to a small, undulating green. The 507-yard par 13th is the shortest par 5 on the course. The hole is lined on the right by a creek, but the fairway is very generous. A second shot to the green must be very accurate because of out-of-bounds right and the creek in front of the green. Check your yardage carefully on the approach because the green is over 40 yards in length. This strong 392-yard par 4 requires a solid tee shot that carries the ravine. Take a little extra club to reach this elevated green that is long, narrow, and 2-tiered. The 459-yard par 4 15th hole is the beginning of Ironbridge's Lost Horizon. The tee shot is bordered by a canyon on the left and native grass on the right. Favor long and right on the approach to this elevated green. The slope on the back can result in a favorable bounce. This 156-yard par 3 will remind you of the 12th at Augusta. A very shallow green, fronted by a 30-foot deep gorge, requires distance and precision. The 418-yard par 4 17th hole plays much shorter because the green sits almost 100 feet below the teeing area. A tee shot over the large fairway bunker will leave a short iron approach. The second shot will play short as well to a small, undulating green. The 600-yard par 5 18th is the signature hole at Ironbridge and captures Arthur Hill's risk-reward temptation. A decision must be made: challenge the canyon or lay up to the right. A layup to the right will leave a 150 to 170-yard third shot. An aggressive second will leave a short approach to this long, narrow green.